So recently I purchased a piece of gear and the cost of it might really surprise you. It's this piece over here. I'll just show you it here. Ooh, yeah, let's marvel in all its glory. The DBX 166 stereo compressor. And like all the DBX stuff that I own here, it's known for being a very snappy kind of compressor, something that adds a lot of punch and clickiness to kick drums and snare drums and toms, and usually they go for, you know, around the $300 to $400 mark used on eBay marketplace, that kind of thing. But if you've been watching this channel for a little while, you know that I'm all about 1, bargains, and 2, DIY solutions to the home studio. And the cool thing about this little unit is that I picked it up actually for only $35. You heard me right, $35 on marketplace. Someone was getting rid of this piece of gear. It had a couple of issues that I thought I could probably fix quite easily, so they were selling it dirt cheap, and I just tested it out and it's working fine. It just has a little problem with the stereo coupling switch, which has broken off, and we'll open that up and we'll have a look at it and we'll see if we can fix it in this video. But now I've tested it, we have to take it out of the rack and then get to the solder bench, so let's get into that. So we're on the workbench, aka my dining table. Anyway, so we can open up the DBX 166 and we can have a look at what's probably going wrong with it. Right here, where the stereo couple switch should be, they've actually removed the switch and then bridged some of the solder joints there. And that's interesting because I guess they've made it so it's just permanently stereo. So on this side, we can see definitely they have bridged that joint there right here. So we're going to desolder that and make it nice so we can put in a switch. So dealing with desoldering circuit boards like this can be really tricky, and there's a bunch of products that you can get online to help you desolder. Desoldering braid can work, and I've used that before, but it's really tricky to use and I don't love it. So a little while ago I bought a desoldering gun, one of these. Anyway, basically what it does is it has a little vacuum and a heating element here, so it works like a soldering iron, but then it sucks all the solder into here. And yeah, it makes desoldering really easy. So if you're doing lots of this work, a desolder gun will save you a lot of time and probably save you a lot of circuit boards. Anyway. So as you can see, the desoldering iron actually makes really quick work of this, way better than soldering braid. Trust me, I've done it a million times before. It is way easier and totally worth the investment. So now we have to put in this replacement part. Humorously oversized packaging for such a small switch. Literally just for these 2 switches here. Now, let's just see that's gonna fit. It actually went in super snug without any real effort at all. Let's flip it over, have a look. We can see all the legs have gone in nice and neat. This is the kind of shit I wish I'd learned as a kid. I wanted so bad to learn how to build like pedals, and I just wish I knew someone that could have got me started, you know? So that's basically it. Desoldered, cleaned up, then put the new piece in, resoldered, done. It took all of like 20 minutes, and that's with filming onto a camera, so it's not a huge thing to replace a part once you get confident with your soldering skills. Anyway, all we're gonna do is put this thing back together, chuck it in the studio, give it a test and see if it's working. Before I put this top back on, I'm just gonna quickly get some super glue and glue this little bit in here to stop it blocking that bypass switch from working. I'm gonna do the same little stereo one here. Just glue those in so they don't flop around in there and nice and secure. I'm just gonna get some super glue, Q-tip, cotton bud. Probably that one's in. Gorilla glue for the win, with plastic maybe, before it dries. That should hold anyway. And now this button's working nicely. And then the stereo couple button here, you can see the switch we just soldered in there. For now, I'm not often going to use this, so I could always just get a pen or something and activate that if I need to. So let's put the top back on and test if it works. The compressor is all put back together. We're going to go jump in the studio and rack it back up and get some signal through it and test if the stereo couple button is now working properly, that bypass button is working properly, and we're getting nice clean signal through the whole unit. So I think it's working. Hell yeah. Now all I gotta do is get some signal going through it. We'll patch it in and we'll test if it's actually working. And then if it is working, maybe I'll do some sound tests on another video. So we've got signal going out of the DAW, and now I just need to send it into the compressors, check if we're getting signal into them, they're working as a stereo pair, and working as a dual channel compressor. So let's muck around with that. All right, so stereo's working. Mono's working. So both stereo and mono are working. That sounds great. This peak stop level I really love. Really cool. And all I've got to do now is try and locate a little switch for in here. And that switch has been a little bit tricky to find, but I definitely will add it so I don't have to keep poking it with this, you know, button pusher for now. Easy way to fix a cheap compressor that you can buy that needed repairs is just to learn how to solder, learn how to desolder things, and you can get a studio quality compressor for 35 bucks. If you like what I do on this channel, please hit like down below, hit subscribe, leave a comment if you've got any questions about the things I do. Let me know what you think about this kind of content. If you'd like seeing more DIY stuff, that's what I'm all about. Let me know in the comment down below. Thanks again for stopping by. I'm Mitch from the DIYRecordingstudio.com. I'll catch you soon.